Prosthetic arms are really cool right now. Here's mine. It makes me really feel like the Winter Soldier, or Finn from Adventure Time, or Edward Elric, or Doc Ock. I don't know. Did I say a reference that you like?
Yes.
Good. This part right here is called the socket, where you can see there's all these electrodes in there. Let's put it on. I need to use this little blue sleeve thing, so it helps me slide in there. Gotta remove the valve. All right. Whoa, what the fuck? It's fine, it's fine. I didn't break it. Of course I didn't break it. Okay. It's not actually broken, it's fine. Okay, for context. When I lost my arm, I got a special kind of surgery called targeted muscle reinnervation, or TMR. The amputation left a lot of nerves with no place to go. What happened to the forearm? What's our purpose now? That's what they were saying. So my surgeon took those nerves and put them into places in my stub. Now they have a new purpose. This allows for more advanced prosthesis and a decrease in phantom pain. And no, I'm not talking about Metal Gear Solid 5, you baby. Must be pretty expensive, Charlie. How much was this thing? Well, let's just say that Blue Cross Blue Shield fucking hates me. Let's turn it on. Hey baby, you looking good tonight. Nah, I'm just playing around. That's not how you do it. Yes. Alright. Please do the thing. Yes, okay. When I took this home from the hospital, my mom said, hey, you should give it a name just so that we aren't all confused when you refer to it as just your arm. So I gave it the first name I thought of. Everybody, let me introduce you to Steven. And that's Steven with a PH. Steven runs at a smooth 60 frames per second at 1440p, but let's talk about the controls. Like I said before, the electrodes in the socket detect signals in the muscles right here. To move the hand, I try to move my phantom limb. This is a whole other topic, but here's my situation with that. Basically, I always have the sensation of a hand at the end of my stub, which isn't where it was originally. I don't know, it's kind of weird.
Just want to quickly clarify that I'm talking about phantom sensation. This is different from phantom pain. Phantom sensation is just the feeling of a phantom limb. Phantom pain is feeling pain in it. For me, phantom pain is only sometimes, but phantom sensation is all the time. This ghost limb never goes away. I can barely move it. It's really stiff, like it's encased in concrete or something. But I can try to move it, which is how I move Steven's hand. Trying to move my phantom hand manifests as muscle tensions in my stub, which is then detected by the electrodes. The TMR added more locations for muscle tensions, meaning that there are more signals for the socket to detect. Last time I saw the surgeon who did the TMR, he grabbed my stub and was like, all right, try to make a fist. And I was like, ah! And he was like, yeah, this muscle right here wouldn't have tensed up if it wasn't for the TMR. I can connect Steven to my phone via Bluetooth, where I can use an app to recalibrate the different hand movements that I can do. I can't move individual fingers, just different kinds of grips. And it could take a while to learn each movement. You'd be surprised with how difficult it is for Steven to learn a new skill. So far, I've learned 3 hand movements. Hand close, hand open, and pinch. You did it! Oh my god, I'm so proud of you, Steven. Mwah. He can get confused. Sometimes I'll try to do one action and he'll do a completely different one. I'm currently working on trying to move the wrist in occupational therapy. Right now I can just do it like this. And it's very hard. Steven is very stubborn. He's being a brat about it. I'll also eventually learn this, key grip. This could be useful for Steven holding a plate at a buffet as I grab food, and many more. Sadly though, I'll never learn this. I know, it would look super badass. Theoretically, it's possible. I guess I just don't want Steven to accidentally flip off someone. Oh yeah, and this thing controls the elbow. Not electronic, just a harness system. Yeah! Woo! Come at me, you fucking piece of shit. Oh, fucking Christ! Ah!
Major fracture detected.
Okay, well, of course I didn't break it. Oh, fuck. Oopsie. Okay. It's not actually broken, it's fine. Well, at least I got that on camera. He's okay! My prosthetist reconstructed the whole socket, and he's using stronger plastic this time. Anyway, I'm in front of a bookshelf right now, and I'm wearing my glasses. I need to look smart, because I'm gonna learn you some things about prosthetic arms. So here are the general types of prosthetic arms. There's myoelectric arms, which uses electric signals to control it. There's body-powered arms, which rely on harness systems and body movements. A lot of the time, this looks like two hooks that pinch together to grab things. Then there's hybrid, which is like mine. I control the hand myoelectrically, but the elbow is completely body-powered. This might change in the future though. They just said it would be easier to start with the hybrid system. Then there's recreational, which is like instead of a hand, it's a specific attachment to help you with a specific activity. So that would be like, for me, if instead of the hand, there was a...
This joke is up to the viewer's interpretation.
Can this thing help me game? No. But maybe, no. But what if? No, seriously, it doesn't. Steven can't do this complicated wrist movement. He can only rotate it on one axis. Nor can he do this complicated finger movement. Only certain grips. Even if it's as simple as controlling one joystick or pressing one button, it's still just nah. For all you non-amputees watching, which last time I checked my analytics is like 99% of my audience. Yeah, YouTube just added that feature. Imagine playing with one of those robot arms. That's literally what it's like. I'm merely controlling an apparatus from my stub. Steven isn't really my arm. But I do have the Azeron Cyro, and that's really all I need. It's super, super easy to use. Even if Steven could help, I'd still probably rather use this. There are so many people suggesting me waste a game, and I appreciate the sentiment a lot. But don't worry, guys. I got this. Steven can't help me game as of right now, but check this f***ing shit out. So without Steven, I would have to open up a bottle like this, or like between my legs. But with Steven... I'm gonna try to cut this. Yeah. I hate tomatoes. I punctured it. Very good business proposition. Let's shake on it. Gamer subs, use code CHAMPUT, get 10% off. So as you can see, Steven can't completely replace the role of a real arm. He's usually there as support, like holding something still as I do the main task with my real arm. For more intricate tasks, Steven struggles a bit. Not really anime character status. Yet. The world of prosthetic arms is changing, and pretty fast. This video might be outdated in a couple years. There's a technology that's just starting to hit the scene. Hey. Hey.
Hey, do you want pets? Metallic pets?
Okay. A technology is just starting to hit the scene, at least in the US, called osseointegration. Basically, a metal implant is inserted inside the humerus if you're an above-elbow amputee like myself, or the femur if you're an above-knee amputee. Then you would just attach your prosthesis to the little titanium peg that you got sticking out, kind of like a Lego. This eliminates the need for a socket, which is pretty cool. It's also supposed to feel more like your prosthesis is a part of your body rather than just a thing you control with your body. Another advancement that my prosthetist said would come out in my lifetime is something called implantable myoelectric sensors. This is another surgery where these sensors are actually put directly into your stub. It's supposed to detect way more signals and far more accurately than a system like Steven has, simply because they would be inside instead of just touching my skin. My prosthetist said that this is like listening to a conversation through a wall, and the implantable myoelectric sensors would be like actually being in the room. You can do it at the same time as osseointegration, having really tight controls and removing the need for a socket. Also, AI is really hitting the scene, so maybe in the future Steven could use machine learning to adapt to my needs way better. Also, apparently there's technologies coming out that'll allow me to feel touch with Steven. Not as nuanced as a real hand, of course, but still, pretty cool. The future of prosthetics is looking very... good. Because of Steven's limitations, and because he's pretty tight and heavy, I prefer to have him off most of the time. At least for now. We have weekly occupational therapy together, and like I said, the technology is getting better. Woo! Okay. Ooh, can you see that? Yeah. Look at that contact there. That's what my prosthetist would say. He'd say, look at that contact with the electrodes. Don't expect to see Steven in every video now, okay? I'm very grateful for him and my dad's really good insurance. But the truth is, I can handle myself without Steven. I can write and edit videos completely one-handed. I can play video games with my Cyro. Things could have been way worse for me though. If I played a musical instrument before my accident, I would have been having a way harder time. Or I could have lost both of my arms, in which case having 2 sets of Stevens would be way more useful. Yet sadly, can't live up to the capabilities of the real thing. But I'm very excited for the future of prosthetic arms. I won't be surprised if a fully one-to-one Luke Skywalker hand comes out in my lifetime. An arm that can do anything that a real arm can do. But as of today, I'll be with this rascal. Come on, Steven. Let's blow this joint.